What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike and this is my new 10-foot John boat. We're gonna deck this thing out, get it ready for the water, hopefully catch some largies with it. So let's get it. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you'll know that I just built up a 10-foot John boat. It had the bow mount trolling motor, 2 decks, hatches, the whole 9. I did intend on keeping that boat. That was the plan. I already took it out and fished with it a bunch this year, but I've always kept my eye open on Marketplace for good deals. This came up for a great price an hour away. I always wanted a tracker. I've always loved these John boats. I couldn't pass it up. This is gonna be my new personal rig. The previous owner had a couple of spots that he JB welded, so I hit this with 2 coats of Flex Seal. Did the same thing along the bottom. We're gonna have a deck that goes from the middle up to the front, from this bench seat back. We're gonna keep it nice and clean and simple. Just a hatch in the middle on both sides. Get the bottom prepped for bed liner and then spray. So this right here is what we're using. This is just a Rust-Oleum truck bed coating. You can pick this up at any Home Depot or Lowe's. So there's the first coat. To do a whole 10-foot John boat, I went through pretty much 2 cans of this stuff. I was able to get 2 coats on everything, and it suggests on the can 2 coats pretty much does the job. I had a little bit left over in the can, so I just went over these 3 ribs, the rivets, back corner, which tends to get most of the abuse. We're gonna take the tape off once this is sat for a day. That will be next, and we'll see you guys then. What is up, guys? We're on day 2. We're gonna start peeling the tape. That is the bed liner. Lift, bring it over. We got our big piece of cardboard, which looks like this is gonna be the perfect size. It's gonna go on the underside. We have our deck template, as you can see right there, like that. We got our deck template. All right, boys, there she is. That is the front deck. You want to just go little by little. I mean, literally, this is the piece that I had to trim off to get her to fit. We're gonna get another little strip cut for this, and then we're just gonna tape it on here. Behind me is essentially what our decked out John boat is gonna look like. This is perfect. Nice and tight in the front. Back is perfect. Now we're on to the actual decking. You can just scribe this out. There is our front deck. All right, boys, she is in. Took a little bit of finesse and finagling, but we got her. Just had to keep trimming a little bit off the side there, but she's as sturdy as can be. is the wood. Everything's good. It's gonna be the perfect setup for what I need. Right now, we're gonna get our hatches laid out. So we got our hatch situation figured out. This is 17 wide by a foot deep, and it is big enough to fit tackle boxes, the biggest size box that we're gonna have. Got our hatch. Perfect. I'm gonna do pretty much the same size. All right, we got the rear hatch situation done. There we go. That is the back hatch, and this is going to open up this way and rest straight on the trolling motor. Got the back hatch, back deck, front deck, and the front hatch done. Looks great. This is a 6x8 roll of indoor-outdoor carpet that I picked up at Home Depot. For this specific boat, we're going with a light gray. I think it's going to look really sick with the green. We're just walking on it just to make sure it really sticks. Reveal time. That is clean. Got the hatch hole cut out. Boom. Front deck fits great. What is up? We are back. This is day 3. The next step we have is the piano hinge. This was a leftover piece. It's too short, so I marked this one here where it's got to be. This little piece here is just going to go right there. But we're going to cut this to size with the angle grinder, and then we're going to mount that, and then we're going to cut the rest of this down to the back side. You guys can see that that's going to fill in that spot right there. This. We're going to cut that. That's going to go right there like that. We're going to go like that because we're going to want this hatch to open this way. And there's our hatch right there. So we're gonna get all the rest of these in. I'm not gonna bore you with that. But here's the front hatch, all done. There's the back hatch. And now we're gonna put some handles on these. Shout out Flair for the idea. there is hatch number 1 finished, like that. We got our grip, and then it just, you don't even have to just toss it down. Don't even have to really press hard. And we do the same thing back here. All done. Got your little loop, and yeah, that's it. We need to build some supports so that when you're on here, it's not, you know, you're not crashing through the floor. So we got our supports in for the front. I took a 2x3 and I ripped it in half. The back one here that's in there, I did a full 2x. Ridges this whole area, gives the hatch something to close on. These are the pieces that I cut. I'm thinking something like that, and then same thing on that side. Boom. Perfect. Those are the supports inside. That side and over here. We got our hatches. We have our supports in there. It's kind of hard to see. So we'll see you guys for paint. What is up, guys? We are back. As you can see, the boat has been painted. The color isn't quite what I thought it was gonna be. Looks a little blue-gray, little gray-green in different lightings. We got this. This is from Tractor Supply. As you can see, this is a lot more green in it. We're gonna hit it with this, and hopefully this is gonna make a difference. I picked up 6 cans of this stuff from Tractor Supply. We're gonna start painting. All right, guys, so we got our first coat of the green, and this looks way, way better. That color wasn't that bad, but I just prefer this. This is the first coat. Covered great, actually. And that was about 2.5 cans. So definitely looks sick. It's gonna look super killer once I get the decks in. That's it right now. I'm not gonna film the rest of the painting. All right, guys, it is final reveal time. This is the finished bass boat. I couldn't be more happier with how this turned out. We have a huge front deck with a hatch that's nice and big. This thing can store a ton of tackle, fits a lot of stuff. Moving on to the back, we have another hatch just as big. I have my main battery right now, and I'm gonna have a backup battery. We have some paddles just in case. These extend to like 4 feet. We got our rod holders right here on both sides. You can see that holds 3 bait casters comfortably. Our trolling motor, and this is what I'm really excited about. So we have a fish finder that I mounted to the front. This is actually like a cell phone holder I got off Amazon, and it clamps to the front and it can move anywhere I want it to be. And this moves, so it rotates however you need it to be. For the transducer, I have the wire run here. The transducer is back here. I picked this up at Cabela's yesterday, 30 bucks. It extends down. I have my transducer for the fish finder attached to this. I just installed the bracket. It's right there out of the way of the trolling motor. This was an extremely fun project, and like I said, I am just super stoked on how it came out. I love the contrast between the green boat and the light gray carpet. I got the mat down here. The diamond cut mat is also in the back and in the front. The next thing I have to do with this boat is I have to give it a name. Originally, I wanted to name this the Pond Prowler, and then I walked into Cabela's and I saw the Pond Prowler right there, and I'm like, well, can't use that name. I'm thinking either the Pond Shark or the Pond Stalker. Leave your suggestions and vote in the comment below, either the Pond Stalker or the Pond Shark, or if you have something else that is kind of close to that and you think it would be cool, drop it down in the comments. That's gonna wrap up the video. Taking this out for the first time today on the water, hoping to catch some largies and flop some fish on this brand new deck. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for all new content, and we'll catch you next time.